Gates Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I'm here today with Trader Kevin, another paid funded trader with Apex Trader Funding. Kevin, first and foremost, congratulations on your recent payout. Is this payout number one?
This is. Thank you very much. First ones. So 3 accounts and 3 payouts, and I'm actually about to request my second round today.
Beautiful.
I'm on day number 8, and 5 more positive days. Actually, 6 positive days out of the last 8. 2 that were down, and getting ready to request another $1,500 per account. So very excited.
Congratulations, man. That's super exciting. As you and I were talking beforehand, obviously you and I are kind of at the same spot. I just requested my first as well. But it is such an exciting moment. Now, just for context, how long has this trading journey been for you? When did you actually get started?
So I've been trading like on my own I first started on Robinhood, you know, back in 2020 when everyone was at home during the pandemic. It's like you had all these traders that started back then, right? So just trading options, not having a clue what I was doing. And that whole journey has been a totally separate thing. But as far as just trading futures with a prop firm, that's been about a 1.5 year deal for me. And I actually started out with one of your competitors.
Okay.
You know, I was getting to the point where it was easy to pass evals, but I just could not get the paid accounts to get going. And I felt like the stop losses they're much different than what you guys have, which I appreciate about your program versus what they had.
Right.
So that's been a big change. As far as being able to give us some room to kind of build the account and get where we need to go. And then the payout, the way they paid out, you had to go through all this funky, you know, like weird app stuff to be able to get paid. Like every time I passed an eval, I had to sign like 8 different pieces of paper that I had to print out, rescan back in, send it.
Oh man.
You guys, this process is so much easier. I can't even tell you how much better it's been. I'm so glad. And how it all happened was I left the other company. I'm like, my wife is like, this is driving you crazy. Like, you're spending all kinds of money. You're not getting anywhere. I got one payout for like $560, and that was it. I was like, all right, fine. You know, you're right. This is messing with my head. I need to take a break. So I actually stepped away from it for about 3 months. And then finally, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm to the place where I'm going to get that, but I'm going to look into this. I want to research some other companies. I'm going to go out there and find out who's who, right? And who has the best reviews. And so you guys kept bubbling, Apex kept bubbling to the top. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna give you guys a shot. And so again, it wasn't long and I was able to pass evaluations, and I was just looking at my account here. So I've been through 37 evaluations.
Okay.
And I'm through, I'm on paid accounts 15, 16, and 17.
Okay.
Those are the ones I finally am getting paid out on. That's been a process over the last, so with you guys, it's been a process over the last 3 months.
Wow.
And I got to this point. So it's kind of like I left, went away, came back, kind of reset, and then that's where we're at today.
Having that moment of reset and clarity, I think it's so easy for us to take baggage from recent activity into just that day-to-day routine, and we don't even see it. Sometimes you just get that moment away, you come back and you're fresh, you're clear, and you're ready to roll. And clearly it's been paying off for you. Now, was there something that was distinctly apparent to you when you came back into the mix, once you started getting back into the charts, that was different after that break for you than maybe it had been prior?
Definitely, and I would say it's all about managing risk. It's about my stop loss, and it's about every time that I put on a trade, I expect to lose. Like, it's just like, hey, if it doesn't go my way, it's nothing that I did. I'm following my process because what I like to trade are consolidation breakouts and then range reversals and also counter trend.
Okay.
So like after a big rally, sell into the rally. Obviously, there's been a lot of weakness lately, so it's like sell every rally, right? And so it's kind of like the trend that's happening. So you just kind of stick with your system, and it works. But it's just managing risk. And so when I put the trade on, I don't necessarily. It's like it's okay if I lose, but I got so emotionally wrapped up in the past where it's like that should have gone my way, but it didn't. And it's like it's not. That's not what it's about. You just let it go. And you wait for the next setup, and then as the trade goes, if it does go in my direction, I immediately move my stop losses. Like, I don't mess around. I'm only looking. I trade 2 contracts, ES minis, and I should say 1 to 2. Most of the time it's 2, sometimes just 1. But I'm only looking for a 10-point move usually. But my stop loss is 5 points. But as soon as it moves in my direction, even 2 or 3 points, I move my stop loss to break even.
Okay.
And then when it moves in my direction a little bit more, then I'll move it up. And so it's just managing the risk. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. None of us knows what's going to happen in the markets. So you have to manage your risk. And that has been, I can't even tell, like my accounts now, I have $10,000 profit, almost 10 grand profit, each of my $25,000 accounts.
Wow.
And I'm getting to request my second payout today. It's managing risk. That's all it is. And stop stop getting wrapped up emotionally.
How did this come to you compared to prior to that break? What clicked for you? I mean, where did you sort of hone in on this?
That's a great question. I think it was just a matter of my mindset. Like I'm tired of losing and over trading, and then you blow accounts.
Sure.
Right. That was just the process. It's like I'm literally the definition of insanity. I'm doing the same thing. And it's like if I lose on a couple trades, it's like I got to win this money back. I got to win this money back, and that's not what it's about. It's just about, hey, it may not be your day. So if I hit three, typically, sometimes it just depends on the market and everything. If there's a lot of volatility, I'll keep trading, but most of the time it's like 3 trades is what I try to stick to on a daily basis. And it's like, if it's not happening, if I have 3 losing trades, I'm out. I'm just done. I'll come back.
Clearly, this is not only just worked out for you, but clearly it looks like it's worked out for you in a pretty big way. You're on your second payout. You've got more buffer than you can take out at this point as you continue to build these accounts. Now, a $25,000 account has as much buffer as, I don't know, a $250,000 account, I think. It's a pretty interesting position to be in, and obviously you have the opportunity to take that out as you see fit. But as you continue to grow and build, you're at 3 accounts right now. Did you start off with 3 accounts, or did you build those up as you passed one and then passed the other?
So initially, I started with just one. I just did 1 account, and then I started, as I'm doing research and you're in Facebook groups with Apex and all that, I'm like, what are these people doing? They have multiple accounts, like they're trading 10, 15, 20 accounts all with copy traders. What is that? Like, I didn't even know what that was.
Right.
So I started doing research on it, and like, wow, this is really cool. So I trade through Ninja Trader. That's the platform that I use, and so I paid for the Apex copier. I think it's like it's like $150 or something, I think, for 2 years or something like that. So then I was like, wow, this is cool. So it's like, all right, now I'm getting to the place where I'm not having any prop pass evaluations. So I did 5 accounts. I did 5 evaluations, copy traded them, passed them, got them funded, blew them all.
Right.
Did the same thing again for 5 more accounts. And I'm like, okay, I got to do something different. So then I scaled back to 3 accounts. And so then passed those, and those are the 3 that I'm on now. Right. Copy trade them, passed them, got them funded, and just kept sticking to that. It's like you're married to the stream, but not for very long. It's like once you're in a trade, I'm usually in a trade for like 5-10 minutes at the most. Yeah. Typically. You're just looking for a little scalp is all. So as soon as that thing moves in my direction, I'm moving to stop loss, and then you're off and running. But having that buffer, to your point now, like having that, what is it now? I'll tell you exactly. My buffer is about $9,300 in each account. Close to 10 grand. Right. Having that buffer, it gives you the confidence. It's like things are working, and it's like, I don't know, your confidence just builds from that, and you're like, okay, I know my process is working, and I don't change. It's like, even if I'm convinced to the moon that a trade should do something that I think it should, it still may go against my direction, and I'm still going to move my stop losses if it goes in my direction, and I'm going to minimize my risk. That is the bottom line. And be patient. That's the other thing I've learned through this process. Like, there may be a trade that would normally set up. In the past, I was like, okay, I'm ready, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna put the trade on, and then next thing you know, you're getting stopped out like 2 seconds later. Right. Now, I wait, and it's amazing how much better it is. Like, okay, there's my setup, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna watch to see what the price action does, and I'm gonna wait and make sure that it's gonna do it. In fact, like today was a perfect example. So you had kind of the breakout above 55.88, and I was looking for a reversal, right? Like a false breakout reversal back. So I was ready to go at 55.88 to put my trade on to short it. I was ready to do it. I'm like, man, I just kept getting like, okay, be patient, right? Be patient, don't do it. And then I moved to, normally I trade on a 5-minute chart. So then I moved up to a 15-minute time, or a 30-minute time frame, just to kind of see where the levels were of resistance and support. And I'm like, man, that 55.04 level is really interesting. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wait. Everything's rallying hard. It's come back a little bit. It's rallying. So now I'm going to wait. And if it breaks above that 55.04 level, like if it gets a nice little push, then I want to trade that momentum coming back down. So I shorted it at 55.04, and I literally was out of the trade in like 2 minutes. Like it hit my target, and I was done. So that was, to me, is another reinforcing good example of be patient. Like, look for the best setup, not the okay setup. Like, yeah, that's okay. That's probably, it could work. But look for the best best setup.
Well, and that's such a critical component to consistency, but it's also one of those things where everybody always talks about FOMO, and it is an absolutely very real thing in the world of trading.
Yes.
We want to be in that trade. We want to be in that moment. We only feel like we're really doing something when a trade is active.
Right.
But I have learned through experience as well that sometimes the best thing you can do is sit on your hands. And look, again, I know it's a cliched trader rule or education or whatever the case may be, but it's so funny because I spent years literally being told and understanding from a logical standpoint that if you just slow down, if you just be patient, if you just wait for your confirmations or whatever the case may be, you're going to come out better. And I would still jump the gun. I know tons of traders who've done the same. Was there anything that you did that helped you build your patience through this process, or did it really just come from starting to see those numbers grow?
Really, for me, it's just trial and error. I've always been, it's been this way since day one, since I can remember. I learned things the hard way.
Right.
It's like the only way I can learn. To your point, I have been told over and over again that patience is key, that you have to manage your risk. And I'm like, I understand all this. But the problem is that when you're wrapped up in this whole emotional thing going on and FOMO, like you referred to, then it becomes very difficult and you get trapped in this vicious circle.
Sure.
And it's until you, at least for me, it wasn't until I experienced what it was, like firsthand, like, okay, now I know what it means to wait and look for the best setups and to manage my risk. Like, I have no idea what's going to happen in the market. None of us do. Like, it looks like it's going to do something. I have a trade that sets up and I'm going to do it, but it still can go against me. So I have to manage my risk. I'm not going to sit there and not do that.
Right.
So it's just it was a matter of the school of hard knocks for me. Like, I had to learn the hard way.
Sometimes the only teacher we can find is the one that kind of bats us around a little bit. Well, I'm so excited to see, again, just kind of being at that same spot, just getting that first payout, getting that first rush of, all right, here I am, and then following that up with another one almost immediately and having that much buffer and that much opportunity to continue to grow. 3 accounts, we all know, could potentially turn into 5, 10, 20. I mean, the sky's the limit. From here, where do you see yourself going in the next couple of months? What's the big plan for you?
Yeah, a great question. So I think it's 6 payouts that we can do the max, so $1,500 on a $25,000.
5 or 6, yeah. Don't quote me. So look at the FAQ.
Yeah, exactly. You go back and look at it. Don't take our word for it. But whatever it is, 5 or 6 that you have to get through. And then at that point, it's like, then you can request whatever you want, knowing what the buffer needs to be and all that fun stuff. So the first goal is to get through those first 5 or 6 payouts and then be able to say, okay, now I can decide, like, I can continue to build this account and then maybe take a big payout to pay down some debt or whatever it happens to be. I mean, this is life-changing money.
Right.
I mean, $4,500 the first time, $4,500 this time that I'm requesting today, $9,000 in a month. I mean, I make that much of my other job.
Right.
I make a little bit more, but it's almost matching my salary.
Right.
So it's like, if you can keep this consistency up, it's amazing. The opportunity that it presents is just so exciting, and I'm just so happy to be in the place that I'm at with this right now. So to answer your question, I'd like to add some more valuation accounts. I'd love to get to the point, it's like, now that I've kind of figured this out, my mind's right, I know what I need to do, there's nothing stopping me from having 20 accounts, copy trading all of them, building them all, and now it's life-changing money already. Now you're really like, this is incredible, right? Like, maybe I consider leaving my job, right? It's like winning the lottery.
It's so much fun for me to be able to share these particular moments with so many traders. And man, I thank you so much for really just spending some time with me this morning, sharing some of your stories, some of the struggles, some of the triumphs. I mean, this is really what it's all about. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme by any stretch of the imagination, but if you stick it out, if you're willing to do the work, if you're really willing to work on yourself, this is what it looks like on the other side. And for me, being able to highlight what it looks like for traders is such a pleasure and a privilege. So thanks for hanging out with me today, Kevin. We definitely need to keep in touch and connect after a few more payouts and see where you're going from there, okay?
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Gates. Really appreciate it.
You got it. We'll chat soon.